Focus on me. 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 Focus on me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Saveria. Today we're going to be doing a drugstore first impression video. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, please stay tuned and keep on watching. Hey guys, so we're gonna get started. I've already prepped my skin with my moisturizer, and today I used my Kiehl's Skin Rescuer Moisturizer, and I've been using this for months. As you guys know, I'm pretty sure I've told you guys a couple times, and I'm actually almost out. This has been serving me so well, especially when the weather started to get colder. But anyway, so we're gonna get right on into it. I'm gonna be using a product that is not necessarily a primer, not at all supposed to be a primer. And if you guys have watched Nikki's tutorials, then you'll know about the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm in Sensitive, and I'm pretty hesitant to try this out, to say the least, so we're gonna give it a shot today. So let's just open this up, and wow, it's actually a glass bottle. I thought it was gonna be plastic, so it's like, I'm pretty sure this is glass, but anyways, I'm just gonna shake it up, and I'm gonna apply a little bit to my hand. Smell it first. Oh, it smells like a men's aftershave, like a men's cologne. Okay, so I'm gonna just put some, actually I'm gonna just put some on my hands. I'm gonna just take my ring off, and I'm gonna take about a quarter size amount, not too much. I don't want it to be like super overpowering. Yeah, the smell is pretty strong, so if you're like sensitive to fragrances, I probably wouldn't recommend this, but my skin is kind of sensitive, but we'll see how this goes. So she says when you apply it to just rub it in until it starts to feel tacky, and then you'll know that it's working. Okay, so now that that has pretty much set and has gotten a little bit tacky, I'm going to start off with foundation, and today we're going to be using the L'Oreal True Match in W2. I haven't touched this since I was in like high school, so this is a completely new first impression for this because I honestly don't remember anything about the foundation, and I was probably using it wrong in high school. So now that I have a little bit more experience with makeup, we're going to give this another shot. So I'm going to shake this up as well. And I'm just going to put a little, oh, it's already liquidy from what I can see here. I'm actually not going to put too much on my hand because it's super runny. You guys can see it, it's running down my hand. So I'm going to just start off with a little bit at a time. And I'm going to be using my beauty blender to apply it today. Hoping that the shade is going to be okay, because I noticed when I was looking at the bottles, I noticed that W3 was a little bit dark. So let's give this a shot. Okay guys, so I just finished applying my foundation. I am liking the way that the color looks. It's a little bit light for the time being right now, but I'm pretty sure once it sets, it should be a perfect match. So we're going to go in with concealer, and today I'm going to be using my Sephora Collection Gel Serum Concealer like always. And I'm just going to pop this under my eyes. And I'm going to be taking my beauty blender again and blending all of that out. Alright, next I'm going to follow up with my MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in Radiant Rose like always. And I'm just going to pop some right under my eyes. I have a feeling I'm going to run out of this soon and I'm getting scared. My Cupid's bow. Down my nose, and just whatever's left over, put onto my forehead. Okay, so we're going to go into powder now. I'm going to be setting with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. You can feel free to use any powder that you have, A good option is also the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, which I have used many times, but I just like the way that this looks under my eyes better than that one. I feel like this one doesn't crease as much. So again, I'm going to be using my beauty blender to just set my under eyes. Next, we're going to be doing our brows, and today we're going to be using the Annabelle Brow to Go Brow Shaping Kit. And the shade that I picked up is in light medium, and it also comes with a wax, so there's 2 brow colors and a wax as well. So I'm just going to take my Anastasia number 12 brush, and I'm just going to brush my hairs up. Yes, my brows are really full right now. I'm going to get them done tomorrow, so please don't judge them right now. They haven't been done in a while. And I'm just going to brush out my hairs, and I'm going to grab the darker shade in the middle, and I'm just going to start doing the outer part of my brow. Okay guys, so I just finished up my brows. I am liking the really natural look that it's given me so far. So I'm just going to pop on some brow gel. This one is my Ride or Die Anastasia one that you guys know I use all the time. And if you guys have any drugstore options or recommendations, please let me know in a comment below. I'd love to try some out. So next we're going to be going in with a primer, and I'm going to be using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot today, and I'm going to be taking my Hourglass, I think this is a concealer brush, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. You definitely don't have to use this brush. I just got this when I was working at Sephora a couple of years ago, so I just use it because I have it. Just use any synthetic brush so that it blends the product really nicely. Okay, and next we're going to go into eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Smoky Nudes palette from Annabelle today. I haven't really played around with this. I've swatched a couple of the colors and they seem to be great so far. So we're going to get right on into it. This is what the palette looks like if you were wondering. And I'm going to be taking this like highlight shade in the front here. And I'm actually going to use a big fluffy brush and use this as like a color to set the shadow primer that I used, just so that it's easier for us to blend our crease colors. Alright guys, so looking at this palette right off the bat, there aren't any like neutral matte shades that I can use in my crease or like as a transition color, so I'm just gonna go into my Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. I was gonna use my Makeup Geek eyeshadows, but I don't have any cool toned eyeshadows from Makeup Geek that are matte, so I'm just gonna go into this palette. As you guys can see, it's pretty loved, so you'll know that this is a favorite of mine. I'm gonna be taking the shade Nudie, which is right here, and I'm gonna mix it with Cashmere Bunny, which is like a nice gray color there that is a little bit darker. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that and just pop it into my crease. Alright guys, so that is the only shade that we're going to be using from the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. You could totally skip it if you wanted to. I just like having a transition shade personally, so that's a total preference. But we're going to go back into the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to pick up this like topazzy gold brown color right here. And I'm going to take a flat brush from Sigma, and I'm going to pack that all over my lid. And with the same brush, I'm going to go into the first 2 highlight shades. I'm going to mix them together and use that as my inner corner highlight. Next, we're going to go into the brown shade right here at the top. It's a really nice cool tone brown shade. I'm going to be taking the E25 from Sigma, and I'm just going to be popping this right into my crease area and just dragging it into the inner corner. And to finish off the look, I'm going to go into the black that is at the bottom of the palette here. And I'm going to be using the same brush, and I'm just going to pop that on the outer corners. And I'm going to be taking this Smashbox brush, which is pretty similar to the E25 from Sigma, and just blend this all together. And to finish off the rest of the look, I'm just going to take some Smashbox primer water and the flat brush that we used earlier. and just spray my brush a little bit. I'm going to go into that original shade that we used for the lid and just pop some right on the middle right here, just to bring that lid color back to life. So we're going to prep the eyes for mascara and lashes. So I'm just going to go on in with my lash curler from MAC and just curl my lashes. I'm also going to be prepping my lips. I'm going to be using the Rosebud Salve from Smith's, and I'm going to be using a cotton swab to apply that. Alright, so we're going to head on to mascara, and today we're going to be using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara. I'm actually pretty excited because I haven't tried a drugstore mascara in a little while, so I am excited to see what all the hype is with all of these new Maybelline mascaras. So we're just going to take a look at the brush. There was a little bit of excess product, so I just brushed some of that off. But this is what the brush looks like. I'm not sure if my camera's going to focus, so I'm really sorry. Let's try and put it like right in front of my face. So as you can see, it's kind of curved at the top. The bristles on the bottom are much longer than the ones on the top where the curve is. So we're going to give this a go. Alright, so I just applied one coat of the mascara. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I've always loved drugstore mascaras. I just haven't tried any in a while, so I was excited to try some of the new Maybelline ones. And I'm actually pretty impressed with it. It's given my lashes a lot of length and a little bit of volume as well too. My natural lashes are pretty long to begin with, so you have to take that in mind, or take that into consideration as well. If you have shorter lashes, definitely I would give this a go. But I'm actually really liking it. I noticed that if you start applying or you start brushing your lashes too much with the mascara wand, your lashes are going to get clumpy, so keep that in mind. That is something to watch out for because clumpy lashes aren't cute. So I probably wouldn't go too excessive or put more than maybe a coat and a half of this mascara on. But I'm actually liking it so far, and I'm gonna go and apply some to my lower lashes as well. You guys know that I love my MAC Extended Play Mascara, and I don't go without using that. So I'm gonna give this a shot and see how I like this. Okay guys, so I just finished putting on some of the mascara on my lower lashes. I don't know if you guys could tell in the video or the clip of the up close shot, but it didn't take a lot for me to smudge mascara on my lower lash line or get it transferred to my lower lash line. So with this mascara you have to be super careful, and I wasn't being rough or rushing it at all. So this didn't take a lot for me to smudge the mascara on my lower lash line. So keep that in mind. If you have little to no lashes on your lower lash line, this is not going to work for you. I wouldn't recommend this. I would recommend something with a more skinnier brush if you're looking to get right to the lash line. So for lower lash line, I'm going to pass on this, but for my regular top lashes, this has worked awesome. Alright guys, so I'm going to go off camera right now and just apply some falsies, and we'll be back to finish the rest of the face. Alright guys, so I just popped on some falsies. I have on the Ardell Demi Wispies on today, and I'm going to go back into the makeup palette and we're going to be working on the lower lash line. So I'm going to get the dark brown and the black and mix them together. Not too much black, more of the dark brown or whatever your preference is, and I'm just going to work that onto my lower lash line. Alright, so we're gonna head into contour right now. I have picked up the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and I'm so excited to try this. I've been wanting to grab this palette for a really long time. You guys know that I've been kind of in the search for a new contour powder. So I'm just gonna take it out. This is what it looks like. I've kind of played around with it just a little bit. But here is the palette. So pretty. I'm so excited to use this. I actually didn't even think of using the powder to set my concealer. Oh my god, I totally forgot. But today to contour, I think I'm going to be using this one right here in the corner. And I'm going to be taking my Sigma like Pro Contour Powder brush, whatever. I don't remember the number of it because it's rubbed off. But I'm just going to take this and contour in my usual places I contour. Okay, so we just finished contour, and next I'm going to get into blush, and I'm going to be using MAC's Gingerly Blush today with the Sigma F10 brush. And to highlight, I'm going to be taking Becca's Opal Highlighter with my F35 brush from Sigma to highlight. And to make sure everything is blended, I'm going to be taking the F15 from Sigma to blend everything out. And for lips, I'm going to be going into MAC's Pro Longwear Lip Liner in Nice and Spicy. And to go on top, I'm going to be using ColourPop's Trap Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick. Alright guys, so we're going to get into the final thoughts of all the products that we used today. Starting off with the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm, which is a little bit of a mouthful and also kind of wrapping my head around it. But so far, I'm really liking it. My face looks really matte right now. My mouth area is really dry right now because the weather has gotten super cold over the last few days and we've had a lot of snow. So that is just reacting. So if you guys see any dryness, you probably won't be able to because of the lighting in the camera. But I do have a little bit of dryness around my mouth. If you guys see it, please disregard that. It's just from the weather changing, and my skin does this all the time. You guys know this if you've been watching me for a while. But the rest of my face looks super matte, which I'm actually really surprised with, and the smell is not there anymore, which is nice. The foundation, the True Match, has definitely oxidized on me and matches me pretty much perfectly now. So if you are thinking about getting this foundation, I would definitely go a shade lighter. Maybe if you're kind of in between shades, you might have to mix. Totally depends on your skin and if it's going to oxidize on your skin or not, but it changed colors and it looks pretty much perfect on my skin and the way that I want it to look. So that's a plus. I noticed that when I was applying my contour powder, the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, I noticed that I had a little bit of patching on this side. It could possibly be from the makeup, from the foundation, or it could be from the acne that I have in this area. I'm breaking out a little bit, so it could be that. It could be the type of brush I was using. It could be so many different factors, but I'll definitely update you guys on that because I have used this palette on clients before. My friend has this palette in her kit and I've used hers on clients before and I've never had a problem with it being patchy. So maybe I have to use like a softer brush next time or a different type of brush, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. Next, I'm going to talk about the eyebrows. I'm loving the look of the eyebrows. I'm not going to talk too much about it because eyebrow powder is pretty basic, but for a drugstore, I really like the color. It's not pulling a lot of red or a lot of warm on my skin tone personally, but it totally depends on what type of skin tone you have. So that is totally preference, and obviously you're going to have to try it out for yourself, but I'm really liking it. Super natural look. Definitely would recommend. I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a drugstore powder if you're on a budget for your brows. And also the wax was really nice and helpful and almost made it like a pomade if you were to mix it with the powder. Alright guys, so we're gonna get into talking about the eyeshadow palette. So far, I'm actually really impressed with the way that the eyeshadow came out. To be honest, they aren't as pigmented as I would like them to be because the black and the dark brown are definitely more of like a transition shade more than a actual black eyeshadow. You know, like if you were to put a black eyeshadow, then you would be making a lot of definition and putting it into the places that you wanted to, but I didn't get that from this palette. So for me personally, I would rather spend my money on higher end eyeshadows, and if I was going to pay a drugstore price, I would definitely go for Makeup Geek eyeshadows. Hands down the best affordable makeup that I have tried, or eyeshadows that I've tried, and I love them. They are such good quality. The black eyeshadow is called Corrupt. It's the blackest eyeshadow that I've ever tried. So if you're looking for something that is going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, I would definitely recommend Makeup Geek as a drugstore priced option. So definitely this palette is great if you're on a budget. I'm sure it's not more than $10 or $15. I would definitely look into that. I will link it down below. I'll link all the products down below, but if you guys are on a budget, then I would definitely recommend that. But like I said, drugstore Eyeshadows, probably not my best thing, or probably my least purchased product from the drugstore. I would definitely rather buy brow stuff, lip stuff, anything but eyeshadows from the drugstore. I just never really found anything that was like wow to me. Okay, so talking about the Full Fan Effect Maybelline mascara, the Lash Sensational, I really like this. I actually really like the side with the shorter bristles. It really felt like I was getting every single lash right at the base and giving myself so much volume, which I haven't seen in a mascara, and I haven't used any drugstore mascaras in a while because I have a bunch of stash that I've been using up from when I was working at Sephora. So I have a whole bunch of like Buxom mascaras and stuff like that that I'm trying to get through. And I wanted to try a Maybelline one since everybody was talking about them. So I'm so glad that I did, because this mascara is awesome. The only thing, like I said earlier, was that you just need to be careful about clumping. So make sure you're not using too much product. And this will be great for an everyday mascara. You could definitely do this entire look that I did. Leave a mascara, or put mascara only on, and then if you were going out at nighttime, just pop on some lashes and then throw on some dark eyeshadow on your lower lash line and you're good to go. So this is a great mascara for anybody that just wants to glam up their lashes. Okay, and last but certainly not least, the higher end product of the bunch. I know that I wanted to keep most of this drugstore, but I just had to use this. I was so eager to take it out, but I'm so glad that I picked this up. So far I've been liking it. I've only used it once, so I can't really say too much about it, but I really like the shade choices that she put into this palette, and I'm really sad that I forgot to use the highlight shades, but I'll definitely use them in a upcoming video for you guys. Can't say too much about it, like I said, but I just love how cool these tones are. The only thing is that I'll probably never really get to use this. I can use it as eyeshadow for sure, but to be honest, I probably like never hit pan on this color right here. It's just way too dark for me, but I'll let you guys know if I find any other uses to use that color with. But so far I've been loving this. I'll let you guys know if it breaks me out or not, because I told you guys in videos in the past where the Anastasia one was breaking me out really badly. So I'm gonna give this a shot for a little while and update you guys when I have used it enough. Alright guys, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video where I threw in a little bit of a recap at the end of it. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know in a comment down below what products you guys would like me to try out for another video. I think that's all I have to say for now, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Saveria. I'm going to be doing a video today on sharing some tips on how to start a YouTube channel for beginners. So if you want to see what I have to share, please stay tuned and keep on watching.